Zusha, speak up. That is the request of two researchers from Georgetown University here in Washington, D.C., who are working to reduce traffic accidents, which are the #1 killer of 15 to 20-year-olds worldwide. Mollie Simon reports.
Health Organization has declared 2011 to 2020 the decade of action for road safety. Approximately 1.3 million people die in traffic accidents annually, and Africa has the highest rate of road fatalities for any region.
It's not just data that you look at and say that people died and all that. I've personally attended many funerals of people, close members of family, relatives and friends who died in the road carnage. Action is taken only when something happens, when there is a big accident that kills many people. That's when everybody rushes, the media, the cameras are there, and the people talk about it for a few days, and then it's forgotten until the next time that this accident happened.
In Kenya, roads are particularly dangerous. The country's 50,000 minibuses, called matatus, play a key role in the country's transit system, but are often driven recklessly. To combat this, two Georgetown University professors have studied and implemented a program called Zusha, which encourages passengers to speak up against reckless matatu driving.
It's a very unregulated traffic system. There are lights which are broadly ignored. There are policemen who do not necessarily coordinate their traffic flow mediation strategies. And so in response to that, it's basically every man and woman for themselves. So our particular intervention was a simple one in which we put stickers in the back of these matatus that were quite forceful messages. They said things like, don't let a reckless driver get away with murder, or don't let a driver drive you into a grave, that kind of thing. We really wanted to show people what they could do. It was about empowerment.
We're rolling out the stickers in the East African countries, or at least testing, in fact, whether the idea that has actually been proven to be quite successful in Kenya works in Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda. One of the important features of this intervention is that it's very cheap and does not rely on formal enforcement. In the long run, these countries will get rich. They'll build better, safer roads. People will drive better cars, and the institutions will be able to actually sort of enforce the rules to actually sort of minimize the damage from road traffic incidents. In the short run, I think in a lot of these places, some cheap intervention that brings a bit more order and reduces risk is really valuable.
With support from partners such as the U.S. Agency for International Development, Kenya's National Transport and Safety Authority, and Direct Line Insurance, the Zusha project is continuing to expand and to call on passengers to raise their voices for safer roads. Mollie Simon for VOA News.